What it do, folks? Welcome to Watch the Damn Tape. I'm the Beat Chef. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. To my new subscribers, I thank you for joining. Hope you enjoy the show, and I hope you love WNBA content. And for my old subscribers, thank you for helping me continue to build this platform and push this WNBA conversation. Fever traveled to Chicago to play the Sky. They got a good win, 93-78. Let's get into it. First quarter. Please understand your scouting report. Guard Rachel Banham. Rachel Banham, I've watched a few Chicago Sky games. All Rachel Banham will do is lurk at that three-point line and fire that bad boy up. And that's what she did to start the game out. I liked early that they got Timpson in the game. And Timpson played a pivotal role in this win. Just energy. Mitchell was cooking early, had 11 points out of the first 15 to start the game. 11-0 run made it 19-11. There was an 18-2 run the last 5 minutes of the game. Defense. Indiana got back to playing defense. It was 26-13. Mitchell had 13 points in the first quarter. They forced 9 turnovers. That was huge, especially with Chicago not really having a true point guard. Angel Reese had been playing point guard. Angel Reese was out with a back injury. That was huge. A lot of points off turnovers. Bibby hit a nice three. Chloe Bibby hit a nice three in the first quarter. So, like I said, they 26-13. Solid quarter. That second quarter, Natasha Howard seemed a little bit lost. One possession, easy basket, easy layup, nice dish, blows it. Comes back down, another one, blows it. And it's just something's off with her. You can tell something's not right. I'll say this. They have 3 people on the Fever that they really worry about with Caitlin Clark being out. One being Howard, one being Mitchell, one being Boston. They pay a lot of attention to Natasha Howard. Natasha Howard, that last game, when she showed up and showed out, the Sky were putting bodies on her. She was getting doubled, getting banged on by Cardoza. They had Maddie Westbeld in the game early just to put a body on Natasha Howard. Aaliyah Boston was drawing a lot of double teams, and Kelsey Mitchell was constantly getting tapped. The intensity on defense started to slip a little bit in the second quarter. They started attacking the basket. They cut the lead to 36-28. Bibby hits a nice three to kind of quell that. It was interesting. Around the 2-minute and 23-second mark, Kelsey Mitchell goes up for a layup, and she's hit like in the groin thigh area. And that was something to watch as the game went on. The last 2 minutes of the freaking quarter, Rachel Banham pops a three, then comes right back and hits another three in the last minute. Actually, the last minute of the other quarter. It's 51-39. At halftime, Kelsey Mitchell has 15 points. Ari McDonald has 10. Banham has 14 and Cardoza has 12. 51-39. But like I said, the defense, the intensity is starting to drop off because, like I said, Rachel Banham and Rebecca Allen are just pure shooters. And you have to know that if you're on defense. Sloppy play to start the quarter. Howard misses an easy shot. Throws it. Just doesn't hit any rim. Looked like Angel Reese almost. Chicago goes on a 9-2 run. Banham is cooking. The first team is struggling. It's 56-52 with 5 minutes and 55 seconds left. They call a timeout. Colson, and this was I have to give Stephanie White credit on this one. She brought in Colson, Timpson, and Hall. This was pivotal because Natasha Howard never touched the court again. When Timpson came in, Timpson played the rest of the game. Natasha Howard never came back. Kia Nurse hits a 3, makes it 56-54. Kelsey Mitchell comes right back and answers with another 3. Huge. Then hits a layup right after that, makes it 61-54. She scored her 25th point at that point. One of the biggest plays in the third, Timpson gets a steal, breakaway layup, steps in between Maddie Westbeld and Rachel Banham, gets the steal, breakaway layup. I swear, I think that girl could probably dunk a basketball. She got hops, and she showed a lot of it this game. That was at 2 minutes 51 seconds. She had 10 points in 9 minutes. Makayla Timpson. In 9 minutes, 10 points. This game was the most minutes that Makayla Timpson has played in her young NBA career since that Golden State Valkyrie game, like on July 9th, where they got blowed out. She played 20 minutes in that game. She played 22 minutes tonight. Last minute of the third quarter, I thought it was a pivotal point. Kelsey Mitchell hits Aaliyah Boston to make it 71-61. And then she hits 2 free throws. She hits 2 free throws to make it 73-61. And then at the end of the quarter, she comes down with seconds left, finds Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull throws up a buzzer beater, and it's 75-61. In the last minute of this game, of the third quarter, Kelsey Mitchell constantly made plays, whether it was penetrating or dishing, giving it up to other players. That's the Kelsey Mitchell. That's the winning Kelsey Mitchell formula. It's when she's using her athletic ability to drive and scare the hell out of the defense and find people that are cutting, moving around, or open shooters. She did that this game. She hit Boston. Boston hits that little elbow, and then she comes back down, gets fouled, makes the free throws, and then she hit Hull to end the quarter, 75-61. Colson starts the fourth quarter off with a beautiful dish to Makayla Timpson. Bam. And then Rachel Banham happened. Rachel Banham hit a 3. Then she comes back and hits a jumper. It's 77-66. Boston posts up, hits a shot at the elbow, and this was a nice little run. This was a nice little stretch. Boston hits this jumper. Timpson gets a steal and pushes tempo, kicks it to Cunningham. Cunningham hits a 3. That was huge. That was 82-68 with 6 minutes left. Rebecca Allen hits a 3, and Stephanie White calls another timeout. It's 82-73. And then Holly Rowe said something that I had to go back and watch the game again just to catch this part. Holly Rowe says, she's talking about Caitlin Clark. It's at the 6-minute mark, so if you want to go back and watch the tape, it's at the 6-minute mark. Holly Rowe says she gives an update on Caitlin Clark's groin and says she went to a specialist and there was no more damage than what's already been done. But she says that what got me is when she said that this time, like the first time she got hurt, that she really didn't, when she came back, she didn't practice. So she didn't have her conditioning. And everybody saw that. But it's like, all weekend, I watched a bunch of games, and it seems like an overall theme in this league is no practice. So how do you get conditioning if you're not running and practicing? Then she says, the third week in August provides a few more days to practice. And I'm sitting there like, what the hell? And they're going to do a better job of ramping up her conditioning. You think it I don't get this league. So you just throw players out, and that's why she looked out of sorts. It's almost like self-inflicted sabotage. So she looked out of sorts when she came back, and she hasn't practiced with it, so there's no rhythm. And now now you're thinking about, okay, let's kind of get her conditioning together. And I saw it in the Liberty game. The Liberty, same thing. Jonquel Jones, conditioning. It's a reoccurring theme on different teams. So it's just not Indiana. It's a league thing. This league does not practice like we think they practice. And that's the reason why a lot of the basketball is sloppy. But that report by Holly Rowe was weird. Right after that, Rebecca Allen hits a three, cuts it to 84-78 with 4 minutes and 39 seconds left. That made it 84-78, and it's weird. Kelsey Mitchell answers with a three immediately. I mean, the minute Rebecca Allen pops that three, Kelsey Mitchell comes right back down and hits a three. Then McDonald gets a steal, dishes it to Kelsey. Kelsey gets fouled, shoots 2 free throws. They're in control of the game, and I'm wondering for the life of me, why are the starters in the game? Because the second unit really had got them this lead. But Kelsey Mitchell's in the game, and at the 2-minute mark, when they're really clearly going to win this game, Elizabeth Williams, it's either Williams or Makayla, and I believe it was Elizabeth Williams. Elizabeth Williams intentionally throws that knee out and hits that thigh on purpose. Just real sneaky. She did it real subtle. Even her bench was looking, because if you watch the replay, you'll see Courtney Paris, who was one of the Chicago Sky assistant coaches. She's looking like, you got away with one. You got away with a you got called for a foul, but it was a sneaky. But she snuck it in, hit that thigh, and Kelsey Mitchell's walking around holding it, rubbing it, which she had done for a few minutes back in the third. And I've noticed that in this league, whenever a person has an injury, this is almost like football. They'll attack it, and that's what the Chicago Sky did, even at the end of the game when they were going to clearly lose. And I didn't understand why Stephanie White didn't. Why did she have Kelsey Mitchell at the end of that game still playing? They were up. The Chicago Sky were not going to come back. I don't care if they shot 4 threes. They were not going to come back. But I just thought that was an interesting thing, especially going into this week where you got 2 games real quick. You got the Mercury, and then you're backdooring it with the Wings. And I just thought that was just a bad coaching spot right there for Stephanie White in an otherwise decent game. Natasha Howard, worst game as a Fever, in the Fever uniform. 12 minutes, no points. Aaliyah Boston, what a solid game. Nothing really spectacular. Had 11 rebounds, 14 points. But she played a lot of minutes. Played 35 minutes. That bothers me, especially going on the road, going to Phoenix. Kelsey Mitchell, she played a lot too. 30 minutes, had 35 points. Best shooting game, 12 of 19, especially because she shot 33% that last game. Sophie Cunningham, only 5 points, 1 of 6. Irie McDonald played well. Irie McDonald's good for, like I said, good for getting 9 points and about 4 assists. She's consistent. It's pesky on defense. Pesky. 3 steals. Played well. Chloe Bibby, 8 points, 11 minutes, real efficient. Helped them out a lot. Hit some threes to help extend the lead, especially in that first quarter and that second quarter. Makayla Timpson is the VVS goated player of the game. Off the bench, defense, 22 minutes, 14 points. If they do not play Makayla Timpson 20 plus minutes in Phoenix, they're going to get blown out. They need her youth. They need her size. She's so damn long. Her arms are like Stretch Armstrong. Just snatching rebounds and getting in passing lanes. They need energy. They don't have a deep bench. They must use what they have. Sydney Colson, she had a bagel, but I'll give Sydney Colson credit. This game, Sydney Colson's leadership and veteran presence in that third quarter, because the starters weren't getting it done. Lexi Hull, 19 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 7. Lexi Hull was in that same unit that was actually helping them stir the tide. Damaris Dantas did not play, which I thought was weird. Very weird. Very weird. They shot 47% from the field, shot 37% from 3, and 100% from free throws. The Sky outside of Rachel Allen and Rebecca Allen and Rachel Banham, they had nothing. I mean, Cardoza had 12 points at halftime and didn't score in the second half. Elizabeth Williams, 9 points. Like I said, Banham balled. 8 of 15, 26 points, and Rebecca Allen had 13. Kia Nurse had 14. They didn't get much from their bench. Maddie Westbeld, 4 points, and that was it. But she was mainly a body. She was mainly just designed. She was just there just to put height and put pressure on Howard, and she did what she was supposed to do. They were depleted. No Haley Van Lith, no Ariel Atkins, no Angel Reese. Of course, Vandersloot, Mariah Jefferson's out. Vandersloot's been out for the knee injury. So this was a scraggly team that they were playing. I wish they would have blown the doors off of them like the Seattle Storm did, instead of having it be a game when you're going to play a huge game that could possibly be a playoff matchup against the Phoenix Mercury. I thought, man, you should take care of business against Chicago. But a win is a win, especially on the road. But let me know your thoughts on this game. I think Makayla Timpson really needs to she needs to get more playing time. The 20s, she should be averaging 20 minutes a game the rest of the season. They're going to need to give Natasha Howard a breather. You could tell Natasha Howard's an older player. They've already played X amount of games, they've played 26 games. You gotta give Howard a breather. You can't run Howard like she's 22. You got a 22-year-old. Makayla Timpson can run that court all day. The other rookies in the league are playing. Give Natasha Howard a breather. Give Timpson more playing time. When she plays more minutes, she's produced results. She's just going to produce. She's shown it. And she can get her own offense. You don't even have to run plays for that young lady. But let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.